My Blues, pretty well beaten by the bloody Hurricanes. That's the double that the Hurricanes have done over the Blues. It's another time they put 40 points on, 47-24 this one, so pretty similar scoreline to the one down in Wellington earlier in the year. Blues kept scoreless in the first, wee bit of a belated comeback, but the Hurricanes even managed to get the bonus point back after the Blues had seemingly snatched it away. They're a good team. We'll go through some of the key events and the stats, and then I'll go cry into my beer, because that was hard viewing from a Blues fan. Bit of handbags early on. Hoskins to Tutu and Brad Shields getting into it. There was some feeling in this game. I guess some of it's left over from the Wellington performance. Ref gave both the captains a talking to that he didn't want any more of that. And then the try scoring started for the Canes. Warner Durns has had a cracking season here in New Zealand since he's kind of signed over from Japan to play a year of Super Rugby. He's been looking incredible for the Canes, and he's a very adept player at a charge down and skilled enough to go through and regather. Not the first time we've seen that from him this year in Super Rugby. He does it to Bodie Barrett, charge down, pick and go, pick and gone, basically gather, gone. 7 points to 0. The Canes are in front, and then they make it 2. Pretty quickly, 2 in 2 minutes for the Canes, because Whihi Whiringanofo goes down the right wing. I didn't know he's from Onehunga. That's where I grew up. So he's an Auckland boy. Be nice if he was playing for the Blues. But anyway, he goes down the right wing after Inari, who had a good game, set up 3 tries in this game, did Inari at number 9. Short pass down the right as a grubber kick through infield, back for Inari, who gets to Geordie Barrett. It is a cracking try from the Hurricanes. We are 14 points to 0 up, and the Blues are just like disorganized in comparison. And sometimes it's not even the Canes mucking them up. The Blues are doing it to themselves. A couple of obstructions on their own ball. They're trying to attack the Hurricanes, getting in each other's way. It is real let-off stuff. You can't be doing that against the best team in the competition. The Canes did make a fluff line of their own when they shot a penalty which went wide. But yeah, the Hurricanes are certainly looking the best. The best story of the first half for the Blues is Anton Segner winning turnovers. That's about as good as news got, because he was a beast at the breakdown. He was making a lot of tackles. First 30 minutes, as I said, it's about the best you've got to cheer for the Blues. There was like 20,000 people there at this game. Like 20,000 people for club rugby doesn't happen that often. There's a few teams around the world who get 20,000, but to have that and then have no points in the first half kind of sucks. Hopefully anyone who attended had a good time, at least seeing the Blues come back a wee bit. They saw some entertainment. But yeah, no points in the first half. The Canes did get a third when Naholo had a big break down the left wing. There was a great tackle from Sam Nock to at least shut that down, but then they went through some phases. Geordie Barrett to Tossie. Geordie Barrett had a big carry before Tossie's carry, and then, yeah, Tossie was able to go over. So 21-0. 21-0. The Canes are looking good value for their first half lead. 58% possession, 51% territory, 100% line out. They've only missed 6 tackles. Guess how many the Blues have missed? If you think it's 10, 15, or 20, you're too low, because it was 22 missed tackles in one half of rugby. That is more than the Hurricanes missed in the entire game. You can't be doing that. Obviously, part of that is just the Canes playing well, but still. Penalty counts also against the Blues, 5-3, but that's a relatively low penalty count in the scheme of things. Second half, the Blues did finally manage to get on the board through Malachi Rampling. It's a hell of a carry from him. Like, we 2 meters out from the Hurricanes line had advantage. Bodie passes it to nobody. I'm sure we're going to blow this chance, because the Blues have not been playing that well. 5-meter tap. They do get it to Rampling, though. It's Knock, and just the leg drive on him. He goes through Brad Shields. Like, Brad Shields has been having a good season, but that one, Rampling's carry was immense. 21 points to 7. At least we're on the board. We're not going to get nilled. But then the Canes went back into action, and it's a sweet try. Like, I'm a Blues fan, and my team's getting pumped. I'm not having a good time. But the line-out strike play that set up the Naholo try was just, it's gorgeous. You love seeing teams do that. And it's Inari, again, who's got the final pass. He gets the assist. It's a line-out play after the Blues have given away the penalty. It looks like they're going to maul it. Inari's moving left. It looks like they're going to go wide then, so it's kind of a double trick upon a trick. And then he goes back right. Doesn't look. No look to the right. And Naholo just hits it at pace. The coaching staff loved it. You could tell. The Canes coaches were so excited that that one paid off. Their lead extends 28 points to 7. So the comeback for the Blues is pretty short-lived. And then Fehe Whenanga gets one from a Braden Yose chip out on the right wing. Fehe had provided Yose with that ball. I'm sure that pass went forward. And in the scheme of things, that's the bonus point. So obviously you can't look back on every little pass these days. But I would have thought the TMOs look at that one. I know momentum of a guy traveling forwards is a thing. Like the ball can travel forwards. I understand backwards out of their hands, but that one looked forwards out of the hands for mine. But they still give it. Whenanga gets a try, so he equals the try scoring record for Super Rugby. So congrats to him. 33 points to 7. And then the Tupu maul try means it's 40 points up to 7. That's only what, 63 minutes in? I'm worried we're going to concede 50, 60 points here at Eden Park. But thankfully, the Blues did give me and all those 20,000 people in attendance, largely Blues fans, I imagine. There was some Stormers jerseys and a lot of Canes jerseys there too. But at least something for the home fans to cheer about. AJ Lamb, that's a nice try as well. It's line-out ball. It's a skip pass. And then like a really pop short pass to AJ Lamb. He puts the hammer down. Try time for him. So 40 points to 12. Viljoen, the replacement halfback who was kind of playing out wide for this move. He has a scampering run for the Canes, but Caleb Clark puts a good tackle on him. Maul try to the Blues after a bit of field position set up from a Segner kick, which came from Finlay Christie taking a quick tap as the Blues were trying to play with a bit of momentum. It was good to see. So like Segner put the kick in, tackled the Canes player into touch from that line out. They maul it, try time. So it's another try. It's Eklund on the board this time. And then the Canes get a yellow card for Rover for a pretty cynical, stupid play at the breakdown, which the Blues are able to punish through Derry, who just does the quick tap. So playing quick seemed to work for the Blues. You know, when they were looking to go maybe a little bit more unstructured, maybe play a little bit more heads up, Derry powers over. So bonus point lost at that point for the Canes, 40 points to 24. I'm celebrating like an idiot, but celebrating too soon. I should know this lesson as a Blues fan after all these bloody years. I'm celebrating the loss of a bonus point, for goodness sake. Kind of pathetic, maybe. I don't know. I just wanted something for my team to cheer about. And then we don't take the restart. The Canes go on the attack. We concede an advantage. They go for touch. They put 2 jumpers up, the Blues, to try and stop it at line-out time, but left us vulnerable to the maul. And Lakai's able to go over. So they do get the bonus point. They do get 47 points. It's a pretty emphatic win for the Canes. They were deserved winners either way. Like, even with the forward pass, which I didn't like, doesn't really make a difference. You can scratch off a try. This game is still a Canes win. The bonus point's the only thing that maybe could have changed. Possession and territory with the Canes. Line breaks is 10 to 6. Missed tackles is 38-15. You're not going to win games like that. You can't miss that many tackles. I know missed tackle stats can be deceptive, but that's just too many missed tackles. Like sometimes guys shooting out of the line to shut down a move doesn't necessarily make a tackle, but you disrupt it even if you miss the tackle. But some of these are just missed tackles, man. Segner, 4 turnovers, 23 tackles. He's a bright spark for the Blues. But like Inari, 3 try assists. Whenanga 6 defenders beaten. There's some good stories here for the Canes. It's a good win. Done the double over the Blues. What can I say? Them and the Chiefs, eh? Looks like them for the final 2. Like a grand final. But I don't know. Who knows? Finals footy can be a funny thing. You guys let me know your thoughts. Take care. Talk to you guys again soon. See you later.